today, Thursday, I have made little progress in terms of ideation and co-founders. I had some pretty interesting conversations with a couple of people around here, but as a whole, going in the agency direction, I think makes a lot of sense. But finding an angle and a secret and a place to start is still challenging because like the old model that I did, I needed some distribution angle where I can rapidly get clients. And I'm not too sure where to start with that. And that's kind of stressing me out. Outside of that, I spent some time talking with the Entrepreneur First team, making friends with one of the up-and-coming talent investors. She's really, really nice. And I also had some really good conversation with a good friend of mine, Dionysus, who went out with me and a couple other guys to a bar. And then we just had a chat. I mean, I was feeling quite tired, a little bit exhausted of running around in circles with no clear path forward, which is an incredibly stressful place for me to be. I don't like uncertainty. I don't think anybody does, but that's also the part of the game. It's like I live with it. I'm okay with it, but it doesn't mean it's pleasant. We had a lot of talks about kind of why you do this and why you don't. The VC game is not a great place to get rich because the odds that you fail are just massive. If you want 3 or 4 or 5 million in the bank, just running your own business and growing that consistently, steady, it's a good life. And it's probably a better shot at having a couple million in the bank. I think the VC place it's one for adventure and one to take a shot at building something that potentially redefines a lot of things. It's an all or nothing game. And that's one that some people want to play and some don't. At least for me, it's the type of place I want to be. I want to learn. I want to fucking go for it. And if I fail, great. If I don't, also great. At the end of the day, of course I'm here because I back myself and, I think all of those things. But at the same time, it makes sense. I think it's the more exciting thing to do, to actually trying to shape something worthwhile. The agency or the bootstrap business to make money, it's a selfish pursuit. Perhaps the things that I'm learning more and more is the more that you're okay with having nothing or not much, the more that you can play with. It has never been easier to play with everything because we've got so much spare capacity. All I mean by that is if you have parents who will feed you and clothe you, you are very, very lucky. And I'm lucky enough to say that I do. And that's not a privilege that necessarily everybody has, but for those who do have it, you can play with so much more. I'm not scared of going back to that reality because I have that family. And I think that's what family is really for at the end of the day. At least for me, my family is very important to me. And I think sometimes, honestly, I don't do enough for them and I want to do more. I think the reason it's so important is because it gives you that ability to play with everything. I have to go to sleep. It's 2 a.m. So I should really be getting back. That's my Thursday wrapped up. Tomorrow, what do I want to do? I need to get some fucking starting point or something. Some kind of market entry point to distribute quickly or some kind of edge. And I'm not sure where to start with that. I might try to ideate a little bit more. I'm not sure. I'm feeling a little bit, at this stage, I'm starting to get a little anxious, a little worried. If I can at least find an idea with high conviction or something of the sort, that's somewhere to start. But I may focus on the idea because if I do that, I think at least I can start working toward it. But I still want to be finding a co-founder. I might have to try and go deeper in my own network or the adjacent networks that I have access to. I don't know, but we'll see. Hopefully all goes well, but it's not the end of the week yet. I have made some ground, at least in terms of the idea, and hopefully I can make a little bit more and get some pilots, at least a lead list or something to work on to then sign pilots. I want to work with a similar client type that I already work with because I understand them really well. I just don't know which is the fastest growing market segment that I can tap into, work with very, very quickly. So that's what I got to sort out. That's it for today.